the U.S. Army discharged 3 soldiers, the first time it has booted troops for failing to comply with the COVID-19 vaccine mandate. It's projected that 2,692 soldiers, the size of a couple of Army battalions, have not taken the vaccine and will likely be separated from the Army. Once again, how is this loss of personnel going to hurt the overall end strength of the Army?
I think if 2,000 are kicked out, I think that would hurt. But I think there's an issue of education here and persuasion and making sure that these soldiers are making informed decisions.
As of March 3rd, Army commanders have relieved a total of 6 regular Army leaders, including 2 battalion commanders, and issued 3,183 general officer written reprimands to regular Army soldiers for not taking the vaccination. How has this loss of leadership and focus on administrative burdens improved Army warfighting readiness and enhanced combat power?
Well, again, Congressman, I think that the idea of the health of the force, the readiness of the force, and getting a vaccination is a contributing factor to that. I think is fundamental to the overall readiness of the force. So I regret that commanders are getting relieved for things like that. I didn't know the numbers that you mentioned. I'll go back to the Army and get the actual data. But we are an institution that has a sole set of requirements in terms of the health of the force and shots and etc. And there's a policy, and our job is to enforce the policy.
Oh! January through the end of April, the military administered 2.8 million doses of the vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna. A new study describes how 23 service members later developed chest pain and sought medical attention. Tests showed it was myocarditis.
Myocarditis is an inflammation of the heart muscle, and typically this is seen in response to an infection.
Dr. Christian Ramers is with Family Health Centers of San Diego.
There's like 15 or 20 common offenders. Things like chickenpox can do it. Things like enteroviruses that cause infections in kids can do it.
Last week, the CDC said there was a likely link between a few hundred cases of heart inflammation and the vaccines, and the military study adds more evidence. They found all 23 cases were in men. All happened within 4 days of vaccination, and most happened after the second dose. When the researchers broke down the numbers after the second dose, they say they'd expect to find between 0 and 8 cases of myocarditis from other causes. Instead, they found 19. Oh.